Hello, dear Goddess Magic community, and welcome to our very first Space for Steeping video. So I'm planning to do these on Fridays through August as a little addition to helping hold the container, hold the space for a cauldron month. So as I said in previous audios and previous lives, this is not an all or nothing kind of deal. You're welcome to just give yourself a slice of what you crave. Your cauldron month might be listening to these Space for Steeping videos on Fridays and reflecting on the themes, just giving yourself a little space. I'm going to keep them all under 10 minutes. So give yourself perhaps a Cauldron Friday of under 10 minutes just to allow yourself some space for steeping. No pressure to do it right, no pressure to be perfect, just a little space for steeping. So I've already shared some resources about cauldron months, so this is going to assume that you've already listened to my audio about what a cauldron month is, and this is just an invitation and an opportunity to sink down and into your own body, to have a little spot of time for your soul, a little soul nourishment, a little sacred pause in what can be a very busy life. And so we begin inviting you to pause, to call your attention into your body, sinking down and in and feeling yourself here on this earth, feeling your breath move in your belly, in your chest, feeling your feet on this earth, extending your awareness outward to your landscape, to the magic of your own place, to the lessons and learnings that are present right where you are in your own environment, your own landscape, your own life. And I'd like to start with a poem. There's going to be a little series of companion cards that goes with this. Don't worry about printing them out. They are, except for one, they're all black and white for you to color and add to your inspiration oracle, or you can just listen to them. No need to print anything out. So this one is based on a combination of my participation in the Crow Moon Summer of Symbology series that Woman Spirit Reclamation is doing, as well as Cauldron Month. And so this one spontaneously emerged after a Crow Moon class, but the first line is based on a section from Lucy Pierce's book, Crow Moon. So inviting you to settle in. And like I said, in this Space for Steeping, I invite you to put your hands on your belly, put your hands on your heart, close your eyes if you want to, give yourself some space to steep. Here's the poem. Leave the busy, change is coming. Magic and destiny await in the dark woods. The story woman beckons to you, and you remember you are not alone, trusting a wild yearning that calls you to be free. Cocoon with this soul song winding through the trees. Step into the cauldron of reflection. Steep here for as long as you need. You are allowed to unfold. And so I'm just remembering as I read that this was also based on the quote from Starhawk that I shared during a community practice about the story woman. And it was also based on our Cauldron of Reflection rune during the Woman Runes immersion. So that all the elements are mixed together into this one little poem reminder. Leave the busy, change is coming. Magic and destiny await. So I did want to share a couple of ideas for you for a Cauldron Month experience, just to enrich your practice and reminding you really, so what I really invite you to do is consider your wish list, so to speak, for an ideal Cauldron Month. Like, what would you really dream of? What do you really crave in the slow moments of your days, in the moments before falling asleep, in the moments before waking, in meditative moments, in pockets of quiet? What do you most crave? What do you most crave? So I shared in the original audio that I have this craving for, a month of solitude, like in a hermitage somewhere, totally alone, no cell phone, no whatever. I'm acknowledging that's kind of a fantasy notion. I don't want to leave my kids and Mark behind and be in a hermitage for 30 days, but that's like the vision. That's the dream vision. That's what I claim to want to crave. So take a moment, perhaps. You could just dialogue with your own mind, or you could actually write it out. Take a moment to create a wish list of what you crave. What do you really long for? What do you want most? What do you imagine having? You know, when I say Cauldron Month, what do you picture? Is it the month-long hermitage? Is it an hour on a Friday afternoon to take yourself on an artist date? Is it time spent with your loved ones? Is it time spent on art? Is it time spent outside? Is it time spent with your journal? What is it that you crave? What does it look like? So make yourself a wish list and then allow yourself at least a slice of what it is you crave, at least a piece. So look through your wish list and find the ways in which you can allow yourself a piece of that. So as far as hermitages go, that's not what I'm gonna actually do, but I am going away for 3 days with my family to our timeshare at Table Rock Lake, and I'm not gonna do social media, and I'm not gonna bring any work with me, and I'm pretty much just gonna spend time doing art and going out on a boat ride and going on walks and that kind of thing. So that's a slice of what I crave. It's not the full month on a mountaintop, but it's a slice of what I crave. So piece through and figure out what it is I crave. I crave time to listen to myself. I crave time to steep with my own creations and to let them unfold, to see where they're trying to lead me. And so to that end, I have Facebook shut off on my phone. I have Instagram shut off on my phone. I leave my phone inside when I go outside in the morning to write. Those are the ways that I allow myself that piece of what I crave. So some other simpler little basic ideas besides the wish list are to make bind runes each day using the cauldron rune. So basically every time you draw a new woman runes for the day, put it inside the cauldron. Like, get your cauldron, draw your cauldron rune, put something inside the cauldron. So if you get the dancing woman, put her in the cauldron, then you have your cauldron of power. If you get the box, put it in the cauldron, then you have your cauldron of boundaries. If you get the winged circle, put that in your cauldron, and then you have the cauldron of freedom. Like, put anything into the cauldron and see how that deepens your understanding. And this is a micro practice. You know, this will take you 1 minute or less, and then you're still having some time to steep. You're still having some Cauldron Month experience. You can also ink it onto your wrist like we did during the Woman Runes immersion. Another tip for Cauldron Month, for Cauldron time every day, is to sit outside with your eyes open. So I'm a fan of, meditation is great with your eyes closed, etc. I'm a fan of sitting untethered with my eyes open, seeing what I can see, looking at what I can discover, steeping in the magic of my own place. And so sit outside with your eyes open and no digital devices. See what you can see and feel what you can feel. This can be 10 minutes or less. This can be a cauldron slice of the day. This can be your time in the cauldron to steep, just sitting outside with your eyes open. Try to give yourself time to work on one of those creative projects that you don't have time for. For me, it's a little miniature room kit that I got that I really want to work on, and that's what I'm going to give myself time to do. Objectively purposeless, right? It doesn't have any ostensible value, but I want to do it. So give yourself time for a creative project that you don't have time for. Another idea is to just read a daily poem or prayer, either a card, like I provided you with an affirmation card deck with 30 Days of Goddess practices for this month. Choose one of those cards, read it aloud. There's something about reading it aloud that lets it really percolate differently. You could use Replenish for the same purpose. You could use 365 Days of Goddess for the same purpose, but read it aloud and let that be part of your steeping. Write your own rite of returning, what you need and how you can return to it. So I talk about remembering, reclaiming, and returning. I talk about remembering, returning, and beginning, but write your own rite of reclaiming. Rite as in R-I-T-E, like a ritual of reclaiming. Steep in your own wisdom and listen well and wisely to the whispers of your soul. So I was going to keep this under 10 minutes. I'm at 9, and I'm going to go ahead and close with today's reading from from 365 Days of Goddess, letting yourself receive this one, steep in this one as your space for steeping. Here we are under a bright sky on a new day on this spiraled ribbon of eternity. Here we are in the temple of the ordinary, our hands open and our hearts bold. Here we are with galaxies in our bones and iron in our veins and starfire in our eyes. Here we are with the elements to inspire us right where we stand. The sweet kiss of the rain, the swift hum of blood in our veins, the soft breath of the wind, the solid presence of the earth, the bright warmth of the sun. Let these elemental wonders inspire us, carry and hold us, nourish and guide us. May it be so. Bye-bye.